Booster box for MTG is around $400. I don't remember the last time I played. This one is 600. Damn. This one 11,000. How much is that? 200? So I guess a booster box in MTG is like between 200 to 400 or more. It depends on what kind of box you want to buy. You could get a console with that type of cheddar. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because my display tablet is 400. The big ass display tablet I'm using is $400. No way I'm gonna buy a box for $500. How many cards are in there? There are 36 booster packs in a booster box. You could get all the Doom games with a fraction of that. That's true. Score 5 points to win. By the way, if you lose, you have to buy more products. That's the objective of the VCARD. Rising Stars. First edition booster box. Vtuber cards. Wow! I have seen this in my timeline recently because I've been mewing around on Twitter again like a degenerate. Like a fool. Why am I looking around in Twitter? I'm sorry. I have lost my honor. Oh! Okay. So anyway, this has been out for a few days, I guess. The VCARD. And I remember when they first posted about this, like they posted that they asked a lot of VTubers, they asked everyone, like all the VTubers, if they want to be featured in the TCG with VTubers on it. And of course, during that time, I commented on that post. I remember commenting on the tweet. I remember commenting on the tweet asking VTubers to send their art, and I commented, I'm like, oh, it would be nice to be featured here. But of course, I am a nobody, so obviously I didn't get included in this. I think mostly people who are already huge in the industry got included in this. And I'm not sure if it was Shy Lily who started the project. Is it her that started the project? Or I guess she has a huge contribution to the project. I am not certain. I just remember it was a long time ago when they posted about it. Maybe 2022. Okay, you know what? I should stop speculating. Let's just watch the video. What am I saying? Let's watch.
Okay, who wants to talk about drama? Ooh.
Oh, this is drama. I was yapping on and on about drama earlier, that I don't really want to watch drama. I thought it's just discussing it. No, it's not drama. It's just discussing it. Don't believe it. Don't believe what he says, even though it's his video. This is not drama. This is just a discussion. An intellectual discussion about cards.
I love drama. So, who loves trading card games? I know I do. I am a notorious trading card
50
game
plus
enjoyer,
creators.
despite what 90% of my YouTube channel maybe. Shout out to Konami. Thanks for not killing my family. But one thing that trading card game enjoyers love is big booby anime art. So, Gamersupps made a TCG.
Oh, it was Gamersupps who made it. Ah, okay. Yes.
Introducing VCARD Rising Stars First Edition. 50 plus creators in the game, 50 artists bringing the heat, 200 plus cards to collect. Dope.
The drama is calling it the worst TCG launch of all time. Is that drama? Isn't that just considered opinion? I feel like drama means when something happens and there's like a little scuffle when people fight. And the cause of the fight is kinda stupid, or like when someone acts inappropriately. But I feel like calling the TCG the worst launch of all time, it's like an opinion. It's not really drama. Am I the one who's stupid? Am I the one who's stupid is calling something the worst shit ever drama now? Can people not have opinions anymore? I guess not.
Don't miss out. This is the beginning. And when I heard about this, I was like, oh my god, this is like pretty sick. You know, it might be like a VTuber trading card game. It's gonna be like Weiss, except maybe actually like good. I feel like Weiss is already pretty good. I'll say it. We got like Cinder. We have like, I think Fauna's in this game still somehow. We have Shy Lily. Like in concept, pretty good idea. How could this go wrong? Well, before this website went like 100% live, this learn to play thing did not exist. And if you searched the Twitter account, you scroll, you scroll, you scroll, there's openings, launch, trailer, art trailer. Oh, where's the how to play tutorial?
Uh-oh! They didn't say that you could play with it. Because I remember as well when I saw the tweets about this, I really thought it's just a collectible. The cards are collectibles. So it's like, I mean, obviously they add like, maybe, I haven't seen one actually, I haven't seen the cards. Maybe they add like description to it, maybe power level, HP, MP, whatever you have it, attack power, defense power. But I assume that it was just gonna be a collectible that people would wanna have. You know what I mean? I assume you don't really wanna play with them. And I didn't really expect it to be playable. Because you buy them to support these people. You buy them to support the VTuber, you buy them to support your Oshi, and you wanna see nice art, nice booby art on a card, on a physical thing. That's what I assume. You can actually play with it. Wow, they announced that you can play with it. Amazing. To be fair, drama is a weird word these days. Drama doesn't mean anything these days anymore. What does it mean? Nowadays, you're either with the herd or you are with the trolls. What herd? There is no herd. Snakes do not do not go in herds. What do you call a group of snakes? What do you call a group of snakes? A den, a pit, a bed, or even a nest. Okay. A den, a pit, a bed. A bed of snakes. Oh, that sounds so nice though. A bed of snakes. I do not belong in a herd. I belong in a bed of snakes. Why is it called a bed? Den sounds very menacing. A den of snakes, a pit of snakes. Pit and den, those are very menacing, but if you say bed of snakes, like, ooh. You know what I mean? A government of snakes. The price is egregious, but it makes sense to me that it's Gamersubs that made it. They already have the connection with most of them. Gamersubs. They're the one with the waifu cups, yeah? I thought the waifu cups are doing pretty well, if I remember correctly. I actually, when I first heard of the waifu cups, I didn't think people would be into it. To be honest, I didn't think people would be into it. I guess I underestimated the support that the people would give, that they would actually buy the waifu cups. That's what I was thinking. But I think recently it's kind of accepted that people get sponsors from Gamersubs and the waifu cups. And I think people buy them. If I were to believe all these posts that I see and all the sponsorship that I see. Shmongi, hello! A gang party, there are no snake that love to be in a group to make things. Yeah. Although I feel like snakes usually don't go in groups. Anyway, I was saying that because you said you are either with the herd or you are with the trolls. Nah, I'm not in a herd. And I don't believe in the dichotomy of that statement, either with the herd or with the trolls. Nah. Does that mean if I say I'm not with the herd, I'm with the trolls? Well, I'm not. I'm not part of the Venn diagram. I'm in a bed of snakes. I'm in the pit of snakes. I'm a snake. Actually, saying that you're a snake is kind of suspicious as well, right? Because usually people don't want to be associated as being a snake. Because they have a bad connotation because of all that biblical stuff. Because, like, the devil was a snake in Genesis and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm a snake. I'm a snake. What's the topic? Oh, we're watching this video about VCARD. I'm a snake. Okay. Sorry, I've been yapping too much. Holy shit. This is what happens when you haven't streamed in a while. You just yap and yap and yap, and I forget that I'm watching a video. It's only been 1 minute in, and my recording is already 47 minutes. Holy shit.
If they say it's a trading card game...
Dude, I'm a machine. I'm a machine that converts 1 minute of clip into 47 minutes of reaction.
I would like to know how the
Oh my
game
God.
actually functions. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, it is a game. I do want to play this game. Number one way to sync your card game is to have players. You only want to have collectors. Wrong. Pokemon World TCG. Like, having collectors is the objective, like, way to keep your game alive.
Yeah, you need
But
collectors.
it is a really bad way to, like, keep your card game, like, intact. You know what I mean?
That's
because
true.
otherwise, people are just gonna look at your cards and be like, these are all only for collectors. Like, the only thing anyone will ever use these for is basically tokens. Or, like, they'll use them like K-pop Polaroids, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But I thought that was the point of the Vtuber card. Yeah. They have stats here, see? They have stats.
What I mean? But before we get into, you know, the learn to play and the disaster that is this game, let's try and buy some VCARD merch. Oh, what's that? It's already down? It already doesn't exist?
Really?
This is if you wanted to buy cases for V-Star. It went down within like 10 minutes. I
they're
tried to
gone.
buy a case,
All the cards
and
are
it just
gone.
immediately went down. They took the page down. And this was the same for first edition boxes, playmats, sleeves, and binders. Like Shy Lily binders. Also, you may notice that it says ships 12 to 16 weeks after pre-sale. It's because originally, if you wanted the original release, it shipped 3 to 4 weeks after. It shipped 3 to 4 weeks. That was the average. By the way, you could not ship to international because international shipping was $20 or something, plus the 12% custom tax. So shout out to France. This is the unlimited run, where 12 to 16 weeks after pre-sale. Yep, you'll get this in 4 months. It's not really something. Yeah.
Oh! Pre-sale. The pre-sale part is over, I guess. Is that what he's trying to say here? I guess so. Okay. Why did he say that the site is down already? I don't need to spend $500 on this. I still have my original VCARD. Wrong. Not 500, 600, Jimbo. Plus shipping and taxes. I mean, I get the appeal of VTuber cards and it's kinda dope. And to each their own, but I don't think I'd ever collect any VTubers like at all. Drawing's pretty cool. Yeah, drawing's pretty cool. That's true.
Nobody, I guarantee you, nobody will remember this card game exists in 4 months. I will bet a whole dollar on it. It may be primarily a collector game. It may be primarily just like a gooner game for whatever. Maybe the game itself is still pretty playable. Well, let's read the rules. Okay, so the way how it works is you have to be the first player to score 5 points in a 1v1.
5
So
points?
first
That's not a lot.
to 5. And then there are basically 3 different card types, for the most part. There are power cards. These are like the VTubers themselves. We have mascot cards. These are basically like bonuses. And certain mascots give certain power cards like a bonus. A bonus. Because,
Bonus,
you know, like,
bonus. Okay.
it's their mascot. Like Bao and her whale whatever will
He
probably give
seriously
you
bet the whole
bonus, you know,
dollar?
because you're supporting Bao. And support cards are basically, you know, they're fucking item cards. Who cares? Okay, so this all kind of makes sense so far. Now
Power
we talk
card,
about
bonus
element
cards,
bonuses,
item cards.
And I'm like, okay, maybe it's like the Pokemon type chart. Like fire beats grass but loses to water, and water beats fire but loses to electric.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. It's basically you want to like keep some sort of like type balance.
They copy MTG, probably. Red, yellow, green, Black, white. Well, usually with the white cards on MTG, it's kind of yellow as well. The way the planes are drawn. Platinum is kind of black cards as well in Magic. Grass. There's 5 types, huh? Electric. Oh yeah, I guess they don't wanna have white and black cards. They don't wanna have a white type and a black type cards. That's kind of. I mean, they would be obviously copying MTG if they did that. Fire, water. All right. Okay.
It's basically you want to like keep some sort of like type balance in your mind, and I'm sure this will definitely come
Reminds
up.
me of Pokemon
When you're
cards.
actually like reading these cards, you're like, okay, the power 8 is like the weaker one, and the power 10 is like the strongest version. Okay, why does the power 10 not have any effects? The power 8, you know, the weakest one
Power
has
10
an
has no
effect.
effects.
Power 9 doesn't have any effects, but has more power. And Power 10 has more effects. I mean, has more power, but still no effect. And the only effect is like the gain power.
Isn't that like similar to crap rare in Magic? Because there's a lot of like rare cards in Magic, but they're considered crap rare. They don't really do anything much except that they're rare, supposedly. I guess during that time that they printed those type of cards, they thought that the effect was strong, but then eventually people realized that like, well, it's not really that good. And there's also like common cards or uncommon cards in Magic where they're really good, especially if you play Commander. If you play Commander, there's a lot of staple cards that aren't even rare cards. They're just common or uncommon. Maybe that's how it is. Like, maybe that's why it doesn't have an effect. Because it's like a crap rare. Who knows?
Like, what the fuck? Okay, so our monsters are just getting bigger but losing abilities. Whatever, who cares? The way how you score points is by winning rounds. And when you win 5 rounds, that is where you get a whatever it's called.
You need to score 5 points. But I thought you just need to score 5 points. You need to win 5 rounds? Huh? Wait, so you need to win by scoring 5 points in those 5 rounds. So I guess best of 5. So you wanna win 3 times? 5 points each time? Is that how it is? Winning a round also adds your opponent's played cards to a prize pool. The winner of the game claims the entire prize pool. Adds your opponent's played cards to the prize pool. That's a shit gameplay. Because there's no way they're gonna win. It's not really that there's no way they're gonna win. It just lowers the possibility of your opponent winning again if after that round, right away, they give their cards on the prize pool. The played cards on the prize pool. So what remains of their deck? That means their deck there's gonna be lesser cards in the deck. So it's like just winners win, I guess. I guess the type of game this is like winners win. If you win, you just keep winning. If you lose, you just keep losing. So what's the point of having 5 rounds? I guess you could have a comeback. It's like maybe there's a chance you could come back. But what the hell? Damn! Played cards. You give the played cards to the prize pool. You don't even give one card. You give the played cards. And assuming that you played like maybe 3 to 5 cards and you lost right away after playing 5 cards, like what the hell? You just lose 5 cards. And then the next round starts and your deck is minus 5 cards. Wow, amazing. Who thought of this mechanic? Holy shit! Clearly, they don't play Magic the Gathering. Maybe they do. Okay, what do you call that? Unset. It's called Unset. Maybe the person who designed this plays MTG Unset. Because there's like rules in this game. It's not legal, obviously. But there's like certain text here, for example, that if you lose, you rip the card apart or something like that, or you just toss the card and then wherever it lands, you kill that card and you rip the card, something like that. It's like silly games. And you basically are allowed to do something to the cards of your opponents, because it says on the card and it's all fun and games. Maybe that's why they have this kind of rules. Maybe that person who made the rules for VCARD plays unset. So you win 5 rounds for a point, so you need to win 25 rounds. Is it how it is? First player to score 5 points. Oh, you're right! No, not 25 rounds. You need to score 5 points by winning a round. So that means the maximum rounds that the game could go on for is like 10 rounds. If it's really close. I wonder what the requirements are to get an owned VCARD launch. You probably need to be a really big streamer, a really big VTuber, in both Twitch and YouTube. That's what I assume. Probably need to know the right people. I don't know, man. I can't say. I don't know.
Now, you may notice that this thing says the winner of the game claims the entire prize pool. We will get to that. If you do not draw a power card in your
Ugly
opening
bastard
7,
VCARD would be neat.
you shuffle your whole hand and then draw back up to 6. If you do not have a power card after the mulligan, you lose the round. First thing that comes to mind.
You need a power card?
I still can't play a power
When you don't
card,
have a power card in your
I'm
hand.
allegedly only allowed 1 mulligan. And by the way, I can't draw an additional card. Because the maintenance phase, I have to draw up to 5, but I'll have 6 cards in hand.
At the beginning of each round, both players draw to maintain at least 5 cards in hand before the power and draw phases. If your deck has no more cards available to draw, you must continue with the cards you have in hand until the game is over. Both players choose 1 power level card from their hand and place face down. Simultaneously reveal the cards, compare the elements. Leader is determined with who is ahead in power level. Losing power, player will have the first turn. If there's a draw, the turn must be decided between the players themselves. Players draw 1 card at the beginning of their first blah blah blah. Player must play at least 1 card or the round is lost. Players can play 1 mascot and 1 blah 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 before they pass the turn. 7 cards. How many cards do you have in the deck? You have 60 cards? 40 cards? Maybe they should have started with that.
So how does that work? What happens if I draw a card for the beginning of my turn, but, I still don't draw a power card? Like, do I just lose? What is my opponent battle? Additionally, decide...
Wait, you always have to do a battle, I guess. Because there's a battle phase. After all boosts and effects are applied, the player with the higher power level wins the round and scores a point. You need to have a power card right away. You can mulligan, but if you didn't get a power card, you lose right away. And then you choose what to play, you reveal which one is better. Wait, do they die? Wait, if you fight someone, if the cards face off, does the other card die in the battle phase? Oh, I guess it's over. You don't have more than 1 round. It's just 1 round. Oh god. You just have to be lucky that when you draw the 7 cards, you get a power card right away. And then hope that that the element of your card is the stronger element between the two of you. And there's only probably 10 rounds maximum. And then if you lose, even in the first round, you already put the cards that you played on the prize pool, therefore giving you less chances of winning in the next round. I guess this is the problem with card games that have no mana or have no energy, because there's no cost in placing a card down on the battlefield. What if your deck is full of power cards? What if your deck is just composed of all power cards? No items, no bonus, no whatever? What's preventing you from doing that kind of deck? I guess nothing. Nothing prevents you from doing that kind of deck. I don't know. Maybe I should check out the website. 50 cards minimum, but the max is unlimited. 50 cards minimum, the max is unlimited. Okay, what's the rules? Both players have a set of discard area, blah blah blah. Each round, what kind of cards do you put in the deck? Can you just put whatever? No rules on that? Like, how many power cards can you have in the deck? How many support cards do you need to have in the deck? How many mascot cards do you have to put in the deck? Maximum limit of 4 of the same card in a deck. Constructed decks must contain a minimum of 54, guys. 4 of the same card. Ah, magic. Alright. But that means it doesn't stop you from having all the power cards. Just having power cards on the deck, in the deck. Unless, I guess it is limited by how many... It is limited by the quantity of power cards available currently. Because they only have one release so far, right? They only have one expansion so far. Is it called an expansion? I don't know. They only have one set so far. So you are limited by the number of cards that they actually printed out. So it doesn't really affect the rules that much because this is not like Magic where you have 20 plus years of history, 20 plus years of cards in there. They're not really limited by that. But I was just thinking, it's like, if they're gonna release more sets, what's stopping anyone from putting all the power cards in the deck? Just do that. So every single time you draw a card, it's always a power card. Maybe he's right, you know? Maybe he's right that this card game is not gonna last. The fact that they only posted about the rules recently, they didn't even tell people that it's gonna be a playable card game when they announce the product. I guess product first, eh? Oh well, let's continue watching.
You basically put your power card and your opponent's power card into like the active zone. It's like Pokemon. And then you reveal, and then if they happen to have the same power, you compare the elements to like see which one has the weaker element. And if yours has like a better element, yours will go first. But if it's a draw, you play RPS anyways? Why wouldn't it just make it like random to begin with who starts? Like you could say it's maybe for like the mind game. Oh, by the way, if yours has less power, you go first, which is so fucking stupid, but whatever. During the battle phase, players may play at least one card a round or the round is lost. Players can play one mascot and one support card a turn. 2 cards total unless an effect states otherwise, before they pass the turn to the opponent. Players alternate turns playing cards until one player has no more cards to play, or if one player is ahead in power level for more than 2 of their own turns.
What? I thought you just wanna defeat the other power level card in the battle phase. There's turns in this round? I thought there's only like one turn. It's like, who wins? That's it. You get a point. I didn't know there's turns in this game. Holy shit. Oh no. Okay. I thought once you win, that's it. The game's over. What? The round is over, I mean. Just face off your power cards. One win, one loses, that's it. How do you have more than one turn? It didn't mention like a power. It didn't mention an HP. You don't have life points. Do you have life points in this game? What the fuck? Or does it only continue when there's a draw? Oh my god. This is so confusing. I'm invested. I want to know the rules. Oh no. There's a Sapan Kaiba. I summoned Ugly Bastard in attack formation. Okay. You know what? I should stop pausing. Let the man explain.
So, there are 2 ways you can read this. Either there's the game, which is the total, and then each round is like one instance of combat, and each round is comprising of turns, which is like, okay, sure. In which case we kind of just like loop around again. This is a headache already.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought there's only one round. Because after you decide which is the winner, you go to the next round. I don't understand how the turn tables. How the turntables? Where do the turns come in? What do you mean? I thought you just decide who wins. So that's it. And the next round goes. And then who wins? And, round starts. You show your cards. One wins. The loser puts the cards they played on the prize pool. And the next round starts. How does the next turn happen in that instance? Or do they just mean that the turns is also the round? So they shouldn't call it turns. They just call it rounds. Oh my god, I don't know. Hello, Eddie. If you have the biggest power for 2+ turns, you win the round, win 5 rounds, and win the game. I think it's what it's saying. You need to. Oh, you need to win 2 turns per round. Is that how it is? Alright. Players alternate turns playing cards until one player has no more cards. Or if one player is ahead in power level for more than 2 of their own turns. Oh, you need to be on top for more than 2 turns. For more than 2 of their turns. So does winning 2 turns count, or do you have to be more than 2? Does that mean you have to win 3 times? Do you have to win 3 times, or do you have to win 2 times? For more than 2 of their turns. I guess not every single time you draw a card or like you play your card, you have a power card, but you always have to have a power card. Or it's like part of the rule. Alright. I thought you just win 1 round, that's it. Just win 1 turn. Oh my god, okay, alright. Okay, alright.
Can maybe be like that. You know, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe this game is too high concept for me. Judge, we can't agree.
It's too high concept, yeah.
It's
too high concept, yeah. This is more complicated than MTG, you're right. No one can understand it. Holy. I'd assume if it rolls around to your third turn on top, then you win, I guess. I guess so. I guess. I feel like the people who have been opening the booster packs, they should probably demonstrate how to play the game, you know? So people get hyped for it. It's gonna add to the hype. It's like, oh, that's how you play the game. That's exciting. Yeah, that's true. It's exciting. I also wanna buy the game. I also wanna buy the cards. You know what I mean? Because if you're trying to sell cards that are meant to be played, you probably should have like a demo on how to actually play it. So people are like, ooh. I guess, you know what? It all goes back to the idea that this was like a last minute idea. This was a last minute thought process that it's actually a playable game. Maybe. I don't know.
Judge, you're real brave for assuming this game is gonna be complex enough for rulings. But anyways, you basically just play a bunch of cards until one guy has the biggest booby woman and they win, right? Now,
Big booby.
What happens if there's a tie? You keep going until like basically one person runs out of cards, or one player is ahead in power level for more than 2 of their own turns. How they wouldn't automatically win if they're already ahead in power level, who fucking knows? But you know, whatever. You basically draw 3 cards, put them into the prize pool, and then you just play another round using your current hand, and then the loser of the tiebreaker adds all cards from the tied round into their prize pool. But
oh, I thought just everything that you played so far, you're just gonna put in the prize pool. Where is he looking at this? Determining the winner. Alright, hold on. The player with the highest power level after all effects score both players add their played cards on the discard pile and the next round begins. The loser's cards are added to the prize pool. Optional. Oh, it's optional. Oh. Okay. You don't really have to do that. But also, that's the point of... I thought that was the point of the ante. Oh, it says right here, it's just optional if you prefer higher stakes. Oh! Ah, I see. I missed that word. It says right there already, it's optional. I see. I guess what's the point of winning if you're not gonna get anything, huh? That's true. I mean, why play if you can't get anything in return? It's just after all the effects have been applied with wins the round. But if you really wanna have high stakes, you put your cards in the prize pool after every round, which means that, as I said earlier, if you lose, you're just gonna keep losing. If you win, you're just gonna keep winning. Okay.
What happens if the turn ends because like they said, turns can end because players just run out of cards to play. But this should theoretically never happen because we're drawing until 5 cards every turn. But turn end? What does this mean? How do we play?
I don't know what it means.
Oh yeah. Chat, catch me at Anime Expo when this game has like an on-site booth. I'm showing up with literally every card. 5 million. How many cards did they say? 250 cards. Multiply that before. I'm showing up with a 1,000 card main deck. You guys
oh my god,
witness God. And by the way, the prize pool mechanic. Both players have a set prize pool and discard area.
Did he say power level? Yeah, power level.
Instead of putting it into your discard area, you put it into your prize pool, which is claimed by the victor of the game. So that means if you lose any card you put into the prize pool, your opponent takes it now. It's theirs. Say goodbye to your 1/1 Ultra God Rare Shy Lily signed boobies. You're cooked, buddy. So not only is this game extremely fucking predatory for VTuber simps, not only is this game
very expensive,
ridiculously stupid in its rules, not in the sense where it's complicated, but in the sense where just so much stuff is not clarified, and the rules kind of seem like weirdly needlessly complicated in regards to like rounds and turns and like whatever it's called. And additionally, it's fucking gambling. It's just Magic the Gathering anti. I made it
Hell
to
yeah,
the
MTG.
finals, but my deck strategy has been gutted as I lost my win cons on the way there. Yeah, imagine you're like playing Swiss and your like deck revolves around like Shy Lily, and then just because of like you end up like X2 after like 14 rounds, and then you're like, yeah, I have like 1 Shy Lily left in my deck. The other 3 got taken because of prize pool. Imagine losing your Fuwas before top cut. Yu-Gi-Oh should do this, by the way. If you lose a round, all the cards in your graveyard, you just don't touch them. Like, you just put them aside, and then your opponent just gets to take them. They're yours now. Like, they're like, oh, I played through like 3 hand traps, and one of those was a Fua? Ugh, kind of sucks for you, am I right? Anyone with a history of Magic could tell you why Anti. Anyone with a history of like trading card games could tell you why Anti was it's because fucking nobody wants to like actually gamble. People want to gamble on packs, not with each other. I don't think it's like a crazy opinion to be like, yeah, this card game was made with the intent of being trading cards first and a game second. You know what I mean? What happened in Swiss?
Yeah, it is definitely a game second.
I'm assuming they would be like, if this actually did happen, and like this game somehow saw a tournament scene, it would be like, oh, your opponent, like, you better run to those vendors and like make your deck list legal. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you can't, it's like, little DQ. But I don't think it's inherently a bad thing that they wanted this game to be primarily just a trading card gooner fest.
Nah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think people would still support the cards. People would still buy the products even though you can't play with them. It's just a collectible thing. It's fine. But the rules are just so bad. I don't know. It's just whatever, man. It's not like I'm gonna buy these cards anyway. It's not like I'm gonna play this game.
I don't think it's like wrong to want to have.
I'm just
like,
a React streamer.
You know, like,
I just want to react
of your VTuber talent or whatever. But what I do find kind of frustrating is to have this be marketed as a game. This is not a game. This is an experience. Like,
it's
as
an
much
experience.
shit as I give like
Dude, this is why it's so expensive. That's why it's $600. Because it's an experience. It's an experience. Booster Box Risings Unlimited. 89. Oh, the first one, on the thumbnail, it's 600. But this one is just $90. It's actually not $600. I see. But why is it unlimited? I feel like you should put limits on how many cards you print. Because that's gonna drive how people trade the cards. It's gonna drive which ones are actually rare. How do you actually determine which one is rare if everything is just unlimited? That's weird. It's unlimited run. Oh well, man. Love the art video on the YouTube channel. Oh, thank you. Don't play TCGs anymore. I don't understand most of this, but this sounds like a scam. Don't you want waifu cards? I'm not paying $600 for waifu cards. I'm an artist. I can just draw them myself. As a collectible, I agree it could be fun, but handling all your spent cards to your opponents, that's just cheap money grab by the producer. Yeah. I was gonna say that there's no way that somebody's actually gonna do that. It's like people will actually play that way, but I mean, reality is stranger than fiction. People do all sorts of stuff. And people spend so much money on gacha games, so who's to say that someone will not do it? Somebody's gonna do it, and people will do it if they have disposable income. Just gonna, for the thrill of it.
Mike Schwartz for kind of being like just mainly just an anime gooner game to like capitalize on fandoms. I still can respect these games for actually being fleshed out playable games. Are they perfectly well balanced? No, but fucking White Schwartz had 7 deadly sins. And like, I think the funniest thing about White Schwartz was for their nationals, for their world championships, White Schwartz had seven deadly sin decks in top 8 and 1 quintessential quintuplets. But this is not a game. Like VCARD
no, it's not a game.
It's barely even a card. This is just an experience. This is the booster box you bring to the goon sesh. You know what I'm saying? It's very frustrating as a tabletop enjoyer to like look at this game and it's just cooked. Oh shit, they have a chatbot. Hello, I had a question regarding VCARD. Will customer service respond to me? Okay, but think about it like this: if you lose a round, you can finally tell your friends you lost your VCARD. That's the whole point of the game. That might have been the entire joke of this game. I hate that fact. That might have actually,
that's the joke,
unironically, been the entire joke of the naming convention. Let me know what your thoughts about this card game are, if you like it or not. You're gonna buy the Gooner Shy Lily binder. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Goodbye forever.
Goodbye. No way I'm buying it. If I want an art of Shy Lily, I can just draw her myself. It looks like they added the optional tag after this video was made. I don't think it's actually on the website in the video. Oh.
And then you're like,
look at that. They added it after the video. Wow. Damn. No way, right? There's no way. God damn, look at that. Oh. Oh my god. I have no words. The ending song. Ending song. This is the ending song.